The problem with having so many different digital devices and pieces of software on those devices is when it comes to storing information, sometimes you forget where you've put it. And so imagine having one place where you can store any helpful bits of information. For me, it happens to be a little app called Cheat Sheet. So let me show you how it works. It's only available on Apple devices, and if you buy the iPhone app, you'll get the iPad and Apple Watch app too. The Mac version is sold separately, and you can get that in the Mac App Store. I've added a link in the description for you to buy it if you want. How I use Cheat Sheet depends on where I am. If I'm on my Mac, I access this app from the menu bar, and you can see it's a star icon, but I can actually change which icon I use. And I can choose from a whole range of different icons here. I've just chosen the star. But using Cheat Sheet this way from the menu bar means it doesn't matter what I'm doing on my Mac, I can get the information I need quickly. For instance, if I want to work on a video editing program called Premiere Pro, I can just come up and choose this little down arrow and choose the topic. In this case, it's Premiere Pro. And then I can jump into any of these subtopics to get the information I need. Or I might be doing a bit of copywriting. So I'll come down the bottom here where it says writing. And then I've got anything I need here at my fingertips. And that's really how I use it on the Mac, and it's just brilliant for that. So the other way I use Cheat Sheet, although not as often as I do on my Mac, is getting helpful information when I'm out and about. So might be out doing some photography, for instance. So I'll scroll down until I see photography, and I might need some reminders on composition. And so I've got this information at my fingertips whenever I need it. Or I might need help remembering how to connect my phone to my camera. And that information is just there. The other way I access Cheat Sheet is using my Apple Watch when I'm playing golf, for instance. Sadly, there's always a part of my game that isn't going well, so I add some helpful information to Cheat Sheet to access on my watch when I'm out on the course. Look, everyone's going to find a different use for this app, but I love the fact that I can use it on all of my devices, including my Apple Watch. Now, one thing you'll notice about Cheat Sheet is the lack of formatting. You can't do much with the text, you can't bold it, you can't italicize it, but what you can do is, we're inside a folder here called Premiere Pro, and here's the cheat sheet. You can have multiple cheat sheets inside your folder, and over here I've given it an alpha character for an alphabetical character or icon, and that way you can come up to the sorting option here and you can sort by icon, and it will sort them alphabetically because I've got that alphabetical icon in there. And then you can give it your name for the sheet. You don't always have to, but I find it's helpful if you do, and they appear down here. Let me get rid of that. They appear down the left here. Okay, and so what I do to get around this lack of formatting, so I can separate the heading from the help text, as I put a hash symbol. I think you can also call it a pound symbol in the United States. And then I usually have the heading here, and then I indent these next lines as we come down. You can just indent those. All right, but you can't bring in images, and yeah, you can't do much with the text. But I think that's a positive as I've got used to it, because you can just enter what you need to remember. You don't have to think about what image am I going to use with it, or how am I going to present this text. You just write what you need to do and get it in there. Okay, so I'll move on to the next thing. The other thing you need to do on the Mac app of this app is activate the menu bar. Now, it may not show when you first install Cheat Sheet. Up here, as I've shown before, I've got Cheat Sheet represented by a star icon, and you can change that by coming to these little three dots here and going to Settings and choosing your icon in there. But to get it to appear up there in the first place, what you need to do is come over to where it says, so you open Cheat Sheet, and then come over to the far left where it says Cheat Sheet and click Settings. And in here you've got some more settings, and there's some pretty important ones. The status menu, this is the one that'll show it in the menu bar. So make sure you've ticked that. While you're here, come to the iCloud sync. If you're going to use this on your other apps, on your iPhone, iPad and Apple Watch or any sort of mix of those, make sure you've got sync enabled, because that'll make sure all your cheats appear on all devices. So if you enter it in on your iPhone, it'll appear on your Mac and on your iPad and vice versa. Okay, so there are a couple of important ones. You can lock it if you like up here. I don't bother with that. I use a password app for my passwords, but you can lock it if you like. And they're the main settings that I'd be looking at. All right, so I'll move on to the next thing. Now, if you're going to use Cheat Sheet on your iPhone or iPad or Apple Watch, what you'll need to do, and I'm using my iPhone here, is come into Cheat Sheet and just make sure there's a couple of settings set up here. The first one is iCloud Sync. Now you can see there's a tick next to mine, so that usually means you're pretty good to go. But if you don't see a tick there, just click on that and make sure you enable sync. That way you can enter a cheat into your iPad and it will show on all your other devices, or you can enter it on any device and it will show on all devices. Then if you want, you can tweak it a bit further by going into Settings, and in here you can change the icon sizes, you can change the tint color of the app, the font they're using. You can add a passcode lock here. Now you can add cheats to the top, so new cheats will automatically go to the top. You can have a default icon in here. If you use an iPad or an iPhone or iPad or Mac, you can actually have widgets appear on your home screen, so you can just jump straight into Cheat Sheet from there. And then down the bottom here you've got automatic backups. Now I've got mine backed up automatically, so you can just come in here and click the setting. I've already done mine, so it's not giving me that option, but if you see that, just click on that and activate it. And that's really it for getting it up and running on your iPhone. But while we're here, what I want to do is show you how you get it showing on your watch. So you've got a watch app when you have a watch, and this makes sure things that are on your iPhone will appear on your watch, or you can choose what appears on your watch. So if you scroll down, you'll see the apps that will appear on your iPhone here. Here they are, installed on Apple Watch. If you don't see yours here, well, you'll probably see it, but it will have a plus next to it to add it if it's not added. So if it's not added, just click the plus and that will install it on your iPhone, right? And that's it for getting it up and running on your Apple Watch. Anyway, that's it for the Cheat Sheet app review. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a simple app you can use for anything you need to remember, and because it's all in Cheat Sheet, your help notes will be easy to find and accessible no matter where you are, because it's available on all Apple devices. If you have any questions, drop a comment and I'll get back to you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.